Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of The Message. How's everyone doing? Hopefully, everyone is doing well. Let's see who is in. Life on Wheels, Whitney P. Welcome in. So glad to have you. So thank you for being here. Let's see. Elevate with Vern. Hey, Vern, how are you feeling? Welcome in. I am amazing. I can tell you are. I can tell you are. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And as you do, don't forget to hit the bell. And don't forget to hit the like button and feel free to share this out so we can ensure that everyone else knows what's going on here tonight. You're recording videos. I'm so glad you are. I'm about to check out your content and check out your channel. I mean, I've been a little displaced over the last week or so because of classes, but I'm still around. I'm just, classes take over everything. So before I forget, we were supposed to have a guest tonight. However, there were some scheduling conflicts. So we're going to do a very special edition of The Message featuring this particular guest. And the guest that I'm referring to is BDBGP. So an upcoming show will be a very special edition because it's going to premiere. Well, actually, it's going to be live outside of the normal date and time that The Message comes on. So when the date is official, then trust me, you're gonna know. You're gonna be the very first to know. So let's see. Listen, Linda, I get it. Let's see. It's all good. The video's not going anywhere. Okay, cool. Speaking of, did anyone catch last night's episode of Chasing Liberation? The winter premiere? Put a 7 in the chat if you got a chance to catch Chasing Liberation. And put an 8 in the chat if you haven't caught it yet, but you're gonna watch it. Not yet. Please do. I would say, yeah, you were there last night. Absolutely. And 8, yeah. Don't forget to catch it. It was great last night having Chasing Liberation on, and then of course, having now we're on The Message. Before I go any further, I'm gonna make sure that some settings are good on my end. So just one moment. Okay, I think I'm good. I believe I am. Well, what's your shirt say? Well, I'm glad you asked. So my shirt says black is my happy color, which it actually is. I love black. Black is my favorite color. Like, bar none, hands down, black is my favorite color. If you don't know by now you know. I love me some black. And my second choice, of course, my second favorite is purple. I love royal colors. So that's where purple comes into play. And then of course blue, especially if they're like a shade like this flag here. Let's see. Jaden, welcome in. Jaden0428, welcome in. What is the message episodes? You're going to find out. If you have not caught an episode before, after tonight's episode, go back and watch the previous episodes of the message and you'll get a gist of what is giving. We're going to get into that in a minute. Okay, my favorite color is purple and pink. Yes. Pink is a pretty color too. I just don't like pink that well on me, but I love pink on other people, especially Vern. I love when Vern wears pink. I love when Bella wears pink. So yeah, it is a dope color. So, like I said, normally we would have a guest on the show. We would spill some tea, but there were some scheduling conflicts that came up. And as a result, we're going to do a very special edition of the message featuring this person at a later point. In the interim, we're still doing an episode tonight, despite everything. And it's going to be great. I'm going to talk about some great topics. I knew you was going to say that. Well, I mean, it does. It look great on you, Vern. Am I lying or am I lying? Doesn't pink look great on you? Well, in any event, we're going to have a great time. And we're going to talk about some very important topics tonight. But before we do, don't forget to share this out so we can get some more people up in here so that more people won't be missing this goodness tonight. So other than that, how was everyone's week? How's everyone's week going? I know today is Thursday, also known as Friday Eve. So how's everyone's week going? Ooh, Keisha, hi. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everyone's week going? And we can be forthcoming about it in here. Well, now that you say it, it looks amazing on me. Yes, it does. Pink looks amazing on you. Purple looks amazing on you. Green looks amazing on you. Blue looks amazing on you. I think red will look sickening on you, Bird. I'm just saying. I would love to see you in some red. Yeah. Yes. Welcome to the live, everyone. It was okay. I did a live on IG talking about discrimination. If you missed it, please check it out. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, we're going to be talking about some topics ranging from traumas and how we handle traumas based upon like family curses and generational curses. And we're also going to be discussing mental health. Mental health is such a big thing that I'm a big proponent to advocate for. I advocate for mental health because that's one of those things that hits extremely close to home for me. So that's something that we will be talking about. So hopefully you all will indulge me in this conversation. All right. So Keisha, how are you? You haven't said much since saying hi earlier. I hope you still up in here. But before we get into the topics, one of the things that I will also be sharing, and I didn't share this in the previous episodes, but I'll share it tonight. So, super chats. So I wanted to ask about super chats. So To answer the question, for now, if you want to send a super chat, you could always send it to through Cash App for now. And yes, if you do send anything to me through Cash App, there is a super chat song. There is. I did not lack in that area. We got a super chat song, and it only gets played when a super chat hits. So there we go. So all you got to do is just do that there. The super chat is, the Cash App is right there, and it's also in the description box. All right. I'm here all over the place. Yeah, no, I've been there. I've been all over the place too today. Um, and surprisingly, despite being all over the place, I've been in the house, but I've still been all over the place. So I get it. I really get it. Yes, Keisha's saying hello. I got get my song together because we know I'm getting monetized this year. Yes, you are. So when you get monetized, don't forget to throw a monetization party because that's the thing. Everyone does that. Everyone does monetization parties. We got to celebrate. Uh, Elevate with Vern saying hey to Keisha. So is Life on Wheels. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to chat about a couple of important topics. So, one of the things that I've noticed, and this is in all actuality from my observations in my life, I noticed that mental health is not heavily discussed, especially in the Black community. So, my question to everyone here is, have you all noticed this same phenomenon? And if so, um, how does it affect you? And if so, how does it affect you? So that's my question that I'm posing to everyone in the chat. And take your time. I'm here. I'm here. Do you notice that mental health is not a common topic in the Black community? If so, does it affect you? And if it does affect you, how does that make you feel? Sorry, please repeat. So, for mental health is not a topic that is commonly discussed, nor is it normalized in the Black community. The question is, I'm trying to phrase the question to the best of my ability. So, the question is, does it bother you that mental health is not a common thing to discuss? And if so, does it affect you? And if so, how? Life on Wheels, it affects me. Okay. Because, see, one of the problems with mental health not being a common thing or even being something that can be openly discussed is when many people are experiencing episodes, whether they're depressive episodes, whether it is cases of anxiety, whether it's a PTSD episode, um, and they have nowhere to turn, and they're in a community that does not normalize not only the concept of mental health, but the concept of self-care to preserve one's well-being. And then as a result, those people can take on a lot more than they should, and they will suffer in silence and not rely on the community that they may have or that they believe that they have. No, it does not. It doesn't affect you, Vern, or are you saying it doesn't affect you? But it is one of those things that's something that I tend to advocate for by making it a common, um, not necessarily a topic, but it is something that should be normalized because in order for someone to be healthy overall, you also have to take care of your mental health, not just your physical, not just your spiritual. You got to take care of your mental health as well. It does not bother me that it is not spoken aloud. Can you go into further detail about that as to why, Vern? I'm curious to hear more about this. Yeah, mental health is a definite thing, and yes, it's a very important thing. If your mental health is not intact, it is very difficult to function in other realms of your overall well-being. It's very difficult. You're not going to be able to really function well in the world, especially the world that we're in with all of these things that's happening on a daily basis. If your mental health is not being, taken care of, and if it's not being prioritized alongside, of course, your physical health and your spiritual health, and those other things. Well, mental health for me is very important because it was not normalized for me, especially as someone who has dealt with so much trauma and so much hurt, and a lot of it being unresolved and a lot of it being overlooked and undervalued. Hey, superstar. Kayla Moss, superstar. How are you? How are you? How are you? I'm glad you're here. Kayla Moss saying hey to Keisha. I advocate for mental health on a daily basis with me and my children and my workplace and with my extended family. You have children, Keisha? I didn't know you had kids. I'm learning something new. Let's see. Kayla Mars saying hi to Elevate with Vern. Kayla Mars saying hi to Life on Wheels. Several reasons for some. When it is stated you get judged, I'm okay with it not being public. No. Well, so that is true. So that's one of the reasons why it's a problem is because it's been stigmatized so that people can feel comfort in judging someone else who's in a different place in their life to say, hey, I need help. Hey, I'm struggling. I need support. Hey, I'm reaching out because I need someone to talk to. And that person should not be ashamed for finding the courage to say that they need help or finding the courage to say, I'm struggling. I need to talk. Or I need to get away for a few days, just to take my mind off of things. I can kind of recoup and reconvene at a later point. So although yeah, it's true, there's still stigmas attached to mental health, but it doesn't mean that we should allow it to take place. We should allow it to be normalized when every person has mental health that they have to maintain. Now, some people can maintain it a little better than others, and that's okay as long as it's not something that's so taboo in our community. I mean, we're the ones dealing with so much, and we've dealt with so much for hundreds and hundreds of years before slavery. And dealing with it in the present day with what's going on in Tennessee with the officers and that one guy who got murdered. It's just insane. I work in HR administering our leave of absence programs, and a large percentage of our employees go out of work due to mental health issues. You mean out of work as in they're laid off or fired, or do you mean go out of work as in they're taking a sabbatical? Just so that I can have context. Yeah, Kayla Moore saying hi to Vern saying hi to Kayla Moore. Keisha saying hi to Kayla Moore. We're good, hungry, about to eat. I know that's right. I still want that Oreo thing that you all made in that video. Even if it did have some syrup on it, that Oreo thing that you all had in that one video it looked delicious. I'm just letting you know that now. Hey, elevate with Vern. That part. Marcus and I are both in individual therapy, and it has helped us as individuals and as a couple. Team therapy. Okay. Therapy is one of those aspects that has also been a lifesaver for me. Would I say that it could be a lifesaver for everyone? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it hasn't hurt. It hasn't made it worse. Um, but I will say it is up to that person to make their own call on what it is they need to do to maintain their sense of being grounded and centered, especially when life gets a little tough, because life gets tough and we have to have a support system. We got you, boo. Not everyone is comfortable speaking about it or hearing about it in public. Well, yeah, so not everyone is comfortable speaking about it. That's true. And that's one of the things that is troubling. It's just a matter of figuring out why they're not comfortable with speaking about it. Now, for those who don't want to hear about it, that's a personal problem. Now, if they don't want to hear about it, that's a personal problem. I'm just saying. But those who are not comfortable with speaking about it, I would like to know personally, is it attached to the stigmas attached to mental health, or is it that they feel like they're not going to be heard and they're not going to feel supported? Or, I'm just wondering, what, for a person, I would typically want to know what that reason would be for them. We got you, boo. They go on temporary and sometimes long term absences due to personal mental health issues. Okay. Well, I mean, as long as the job is not letting them go while they're on leave, because I think that provides a lot of complications, legal complications at that, if they're let go while they're on leave. So as long as they're supported in the workplace, because that's part of community as well. Your workplace, your job can be supportive of you if you're going through a hard time. You may need a few days, you might need a couple of weeks. That goes a little bit beyond just the personal time, or you may need the employee assistance program to rely on to know who you can see for like a few free sessions, such as a therapist or something of that sort. So those types of resources are very important. Yay, that's true. Yep, absolutely. But mental health, and then especially with everything that's going on, with Black people still getting killed by 5-0 on a regular basis, I know that mental health is messed up. I prefer not to say what I want to, as to not offend anyone. I see it both ways. Right. Yeah. So if they don't feel comfortable, then they don't have to. Now, for those who don't want to hear it, that's a personal problem for them. But for the person who don't want to speak about it, then if they're going through something and they don't want to speak about it, hey, that's fine. They may have a reason for it. But if someone's coming to like me and I say, I don't want to hear about that, it could be seen as rather inhumane because they may be really reaching out for a reason. They may be struggling and they may be considering ideas that are very permanent, so to speak. And that's the best way I can put it. And it's just a matter of having that sense of discernment to be a support for someone who wants to confide in us enough to try to see a brighter light within their own darkness. I agree, Miss Fern. There are many in our community that not only don't want to talk about mental health, but also don't want to discuss health in general. That is another one. Just overall health, spiritual health, physical health, mental health, nothing dealing with the things that we all have. We all have to maintain our health. And it kind of goes into this whole thing about, is it that you don't want to, it's like for me, I would ask, is it that you don't want to appear weak to your peers? Are you trying to not make whatever's going on as big as it could be. So it's really a matter of one, where the comfort level is, and then two, is it really something that they should be tending to? Even if they don't speak about it, are they at least tending to it? Because we want people to be their whole selves and their best selves. And Vern says, Keisha, I work in HR also. I hear it and it takes a toll on me. Yeah, so believe it or not, but a few times in the past, I've heard that therapists tend to have their own therapists. And same thing with psychiatrists. Psychiatrists sometimes have to see a psychiatrist of their own because they take in so much from their clients, their patients, and depending on the type of therapy that a person provides, because there's some specialized therapy out there, such as substance use therapy, such as GV therapy, such as just even in general relationship therapy. And it those types of issues can take a toll on someone. That's how I'm glad that I learned this a little bit later in life, but I learned that I'm not meant to be a therapist. I mean, I'm pretty good about listening to someone if they have an issue, but I know also that I'm an empath and that everything they're sharing is going to take a toll on me. And it's going to be to the point where I would probably be unable to see the second patient by the time they're done. And I'm going to be sitting here like, oh my gosh, I'm worried about this person. I mean, I wish I could do something else to help them or whatever it may take. But that is very important. Um, let's see. True. Personally, feel like it's important to talk about it. Yeah, we agree as well. Health is important. We play with it too much. Yeah. And it's so the other thing is it's not about just talking about it daily or anything like that. It's more so about normalizing it so that it's not something that's taboo. I don't want us to ever go back to the days where it was taboo to talk about depression, or that it was taboo to talk about taking medication or seeing a psychiatrist, and then instead normalizing the things that come along with the stigmas, when the normal thing is you getting the help you need. You don't have to tell everybody you're getting help because it's none of their business. But even but even if you don't tell anyone, if you know you need it, then I encourage you to go for it, get it. Your life is valuable, very valuable. And if you don't get the help, then it's only going to make things a lot worse. In my house, we are of a mind, if you see something, say something. We don't wait for someone to ask for help. If we something, we're offering assistance, reaching out. Absolutely. Being proactive is also very important because sometimes we can also have that sense, that intuition. Mainly women have this, but have that sense, have the intuition to check in on someone and say, hey, how you been? It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Are you okay? I've been worried about you. I've been thinking about you. Something in my spirit was telling me to reach out to you today, and that to check in with you. And those who are blessed with that sense of awareness can save lives with that. And it all comes from a place of being, a humanness and caring about someone else enough to call them and say, hey, I'm here for you, so if you need some help, call me. If not, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna bother you and make sure you're good. I hope that you do the same for me, but I'm definitely checking in with you. Hey, evolving with Etta. Angelina, sweetheart, good evening. I love Etta. I love Etta so much, especially when she says to evolve is to live. I love that so much. Woo! Welcome in. I feel like everyone these days should have a psychological, I guess, a psychologist. It should be as common as a regular doctor. Well, this one's going to be a little bit jarring, but I will say this. I think that everyone should have some kind of support in the mental health realm, whether it be a therapist, whether it be a psychologist, a psychiatrist. There should be someone serving as a support system because the way this world is, um, and the way people are acting, I think everyone literally should have either a therapist or a psychologist or someone who they can speak to, confide in, someone who they can turn to for support because the way that people are behaving these days is completely unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Just like how those 5 police officers in Memphis behaved and they killed that man. I think his name was Tyree Nichols. I can only imagine what's going on in Memphis. I have to contact one of my friends there to see what's going on because she would probably know. She still lives there. I haven't lived in Memphis in years, and I don't ever plan to live in Memphis again. Mark my words. But when it comes down to it, I think it's just a matter of having a support system. And we should normalize, conversations like this, just like how we're going to how we should normalize the conversation of how do we, like, for those of you who are parents in the chat, how do we normalize the topic, especially as Black parents, speaking to our babies about, interactions with 50. I don't call them the police, I call them 50. That's just me. But having those conversations with them, at what age do you believe that it's appropriate to have those conversations with them about 50, how to interact with them, what it, where society stands with them at this point, where the Black society stands with them at this point, things of that sort, because the interactions that we have with people who have more privilege, whether it be 50, whether it be people without melanin, and whether it be people who have melanin but just not as much as we do, and the different things, the dynamics that come into play with those interactions. Hello to everyone in the chat. Kayla Moore saying hello. Everybody saying hi to each other. Yes, we have an employee assistance program, and a lot of employers do too. I recommend it to everyone and tell others to look into it within their employer to get help with whatever matter. Absolutely. So for those of you who are working out there, go ahead and check in with your HR and ask about the EAP and see what they have. Agree. We are finally talking and we need to continue with the open dialogue and normalizing, like you said. Absolutely. Cannot agree with you more than that, Kayla Moore. In my opinion, I believe it is a generational thing also. Younger folks may feel okay talking and people over 40 may not. That's true too. And the reason why that I believe it's true as well is because, again, if a person comes from a generation where these things were not spoken of, such as mental health, abortion, um, single parent households, things of that sort. These things that were not spoken of back in the 60s, back in the 70s, back in the 50s, but people are brave enough to speak about it in the 2010s and the 2020s. Yeah, that plays a very big role, especially when there's so many people who are the younger people are a little shameless when it comes to the things that they do or the things that they don't do. And then those who are older, a little more subdued and may just handle it amongst themselves. When they're good, they may reemerge. Everyone's saying hello. Gilmore says we see that as well, Vern. Everyone is saying hi. Hello, keeping up with the Griffins. How are you? Hello, Angelina. Hope all is well. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're here, Griffins. I can't wait to have you on the show. I know it's going to be lit. We're going to have Leo Gang. And then we're also going to have the girls, Chrissy and Leo Gang, Joe. Absolutely. I can't wait to have you both on the show. It's going to be lit because you two are hilarious, especially with the petty couple videos. I love those. Now, the one that just like really just blew me away. It was two different videos, and both of those videos, one of you will use that leaf blower on the other, and I'm like, why are you all using that leaf blower, messing up each other's hairstyle? If any man ever messed up my hair, not only is he gonna pay for it to get done, I'm still gonna put him over my knee. I'm putting him over my knee for that. You don't mess with my crown, okay? I mean, you can play whatever joke you want, but you're not messing with my crown, and you better put that leaf blower down. Miss Angelina, thank you. Hey, besties. I'm glad that the besties are in here. It's always a wonderful occasion when the besties are here. But for those of you who are parents, what age is appropriate? You know, since most of us, if not all of us, are Black, what age is appropriate to have conversations with your little ones about how to interact or what to do when navigating interactions with 5 because it's getting so dangerous to the point where many people don't make it to 18, people don't make it to 20, people don't make it to 25, and it seems now more than ever the conversation may have to take place sometimes as young as 10 years old because of how kids develop and become more social. They may want to be a little bit more self-sufficient with being social, and it's a matter of when it's the best time to have that dialogue in case anything happens. They know what to do, and they know what to expect, and to not be too naive to the things that's going on in the world today. Welcome to the live, everyone. I can't say I'm sorry, but I enjoy your videos. I will be here for the next one. Sure, of course. Thank you for coming in, Life on Wheels. I'm glad you came in. Yes, it's unacceptable and just disheartening. Yes, we all need to have that outlet to be comfortable enough to be open. Absolutely. And that is not just with mental health, but it's also within our community. It's also within our community. Yep, elevate with Vern. Kayla Murr saying, thanks, boo. Bestie love. I know that's right. Come through with the bestie love. So, but what is the most, so for those of you who are parents, what do you believe to be the most appropriate age to have that difficult chat with your kids about conversations with interactions with the police? Just so that you have some peace of mind, but then they're also prepared when they're no longer always around you every time you leave the house, or if they're hanging out with their friends, or if just in any case. So because I know some of you in the chat are parents. Now some of you may have older children, and then some of you may have younger children, but what is the most appropriate age in your mind to have that dialogue? Can't go wrong with a cold drink of ice water in a wine glass. And so while you all are thinking about that, with the issue that's going on in Memphis right now, there is also word that other cities are preparing their respective departments for the case of there being unrest because the the video has not been released to the public. But the intention is to release the video at some point. If I'm not mistaken, it was tomorrow. The family has already seen it, and that once the public sees it, then there may be a risk of unrest in different cities around the country. And some cities have began putting in strategic plans. So that kind of goes back to the question of what age is appropriate to have that dialogue so that they're prepared and that they know what is giving as far as being either a black man in the United States, being a black woman in the United States. What does that mean? What are the benefits, but what are the complications? And in this case, what are the complications? Because anything with 5 is always going to be a complication. We wondered the same thing, Angelina. We have no clue what age we should bring up that topic. Yeah, it's very difficult, but considering what's going on today, at some point, I'm pretty sure better to be sooner rather than later, right? But while everyone is thinking about that, I have had the conversations with my children at different ages. My daughter was much older, whereas with my son, it was much younger at like 9 years. I didn't know you had older children, Keisha, but you look every bit of 24 in your picture. You look amazing. But different ages, yeah. Now, was that intentional or was it just based upon it coming to mind, or was it something that took place that prompted you to have that dialogue, Keisha? While we're at it, I will be performing. Now, the reason why I'm saying it like that is because I have not performed since 2020. I think it's 2021, if I'm not mistaken. It may have been 2020. Um, and why is that? Because we've been in a pandemic for so long. We're still technically in one because Corona hasn't gone away. It's just that I think a lot of people want to have the mindset that everything's okay when it was not. There's respiratory this over here, there's monkeypox over there, there's Corona. So it's just a matter of keeping myself safe, and not to mention the venues where I could perform. I guess I'm just trying to figure out new venues because um, I don't perform for free, which is the biggest thing. When I perform my poetry, I never, ever, ever, ever perform for free. It's never for free. I'm not that kind of person. My daughter is 20. My son is 13. 20? Keisha, you know black don't crack, right? I'm just saying. Cause you look wonderful. I would not know that you had a 20-year-old daughter. But I will be performing tonight because you all are such an amazing, jury. Cause my people who love and support me, last week I shared that there is actually a name for those who support the Honorable Angelina Nordstrom. And those people are my jury. So those of you who rock with me the long way and the strong way, you're my jury. And those of you who have those beautiful little blue wrenches, I wish there was a blue wrench in real life. But those of you who have blue wrenches, you're my grand jury. So there you go. But let's see. Yes, black don't crack. Speaking of black, black is my happy color. See? So yes, black don't crack, and for me, black is a happy color. I'm just saying. You can't go wrong with wearing black. It makes, some people look younger, and then it makes others look distinguished. Two, makes us look slimming, or at least it makes me look slimming. So I love when I wear black. I've always been very active in the community and volunteer everywhere. So the police and public servicemen and women were a normal part of my daughter's life, and we have good relationships with police. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. I mean, I just, not everyone is as fortunate to have those relationships. And even if they wanted to, there's just so much unresolved trauma. And, especially from the last 10 years of things that's happened, so that to the point where it's almost unnerving to think that we could build relationships with them. So it's really a matter of doing a lot of healing on each side, but we have to be honest and know that there are some very bad apples too, and that some people intentionally do harm, and that there could be some people who actually do care. It's just they're just in a very scrutinized industry. However, because our neighborhood and school districts and stuff, I had convo with my son earlier because there may be difference in how police react to him versus little white boys. Emphasis on little white boys. I get that. That's real. The treatment will be very different. We've seen it time and time again. And it's something that when it's right in your face, and this is something that I'm still getting used to, seeing videos of these types of things taking place with how our beautiful Black boys and our little Black girls are being treated versus little white boys and little white girls, and seeing that there's such a stark distinction is very troubling, to say the least. But in all hopes, despite that we know what's going on in this world, we just hope it's never ours. We hope it's never us. But that as long as we just kind of keep ourselves cool, then hopefully we would never have to worry about those situations arising and taking place with us or with ours. So, believe it or not, but we're coming up to almost showtime. So, before we do a performance, we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back. So, enjoy these few messages that we have from our sponsors.
Hi guys, I am Me.
I'm your boy Weez.
And welcome back to Me and I.
Now, our channel Me and I is about several things.
A lot.
We have travels, we have weight loss, our marriage. This year made 23 years for us. We talk about support. We just
Channel Blessings.
We do Black-owned restaurant reviews. Like she said, Channel Blessings, where we showcase a YouTube channel and highlight them. We also go live every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. So if you're looking for a fun time where we at 9 o'clock we toast and cheer and show love, we celebrate wins and losses. Come over every Saturday at 8:30 to our Saturday live special. From what the streets saying, it's one of the best lives on the Saturday night. I ain't said it. That's what the streets say. So if you're looking for a good time, come over to come over to Me and I, and our channel, subscribe to it. We definitely love to have you. Tell me about our second channel, baby.
The second one is Sipping with Meat and I, No G, it's your GPS to Black-owned spirits. We spotlight Black-owned brands, we taste test, we review, and we have brown table interviews.
Where Black-owned owners of brands will come over to celebrate and talk about their brand, guys. So we got 2 channels for you. I'm pretty sure you'll find value in both. But coming over to Meat and I, and we'll definitely have a good time with you.
I'm Joseph.
I'm Christy.
And we're a part of Keeping Up with the Griffins. But tonight, we want to tell you about our business, Genuinely Blended.
Do you need gift ideas for birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, or special occasions? Well, we got you covered. We offer personalized and custom kitchen canister jars, wine drinking glasses, custom decor, corridor mats, and more.
I know y'all tired of giving people the same old gifts time and time again for birthdays and Christmas. Give them something a little different. Give them something personalized, something that will last a lifetime.
Memories.
Something that they can cherish. Visit our website, Genuinely Blended. Holidays coming up. We hope to be in contact with you.
And welcome back. So, let's see. Before I begin, I recently had a situation happen with my daughter that totally has my family blown away. But based on relationships and taking care of mental health and having a support system, we are handling it. And that is key, having a support system, regardless of what that support system looks like and what support itself looks like. As long as we have someone to turn to, then we can't go wrong. As long as we have someone we can turn to and they are a resilient support system and they help to ground us and help us to discover our centeredness, then we're good to go. Thank you so much for sharing, Keisha. But so now I'm going to be sharing some poetry. I have not performed in a while, so I'm going to be a little rusty. So just bear with me. I always get, a little bit like that. So it is. It is what it is. So I'm going to perform a couple of pieces. So I hope you like it. The first piece that I'm going to be performing tonight is called The Weather Forecast. I awake to sunshine and a fading reflection. I connect with the divine to fathom degrading rejection. It's a fatal detriment to see my identity fade to dejection. Regardless of intent, hurt is hurt, there's no objection. I can't heal myself, I expect no affection. Our memories live on like an infection, but I want to move forward and not sense your detection. In order to be strong, I ask for God's protection. There's only been 3 things that saved my life: music, poetry, and photography. I almost died without these components, but they diminished my strife. Having to lie is worse than having to cry. After having to cry, I'm having to try to have a better day than to have to get high. When they try to go low, I have to try to go high to achieve unlimited mileage up high in the sky. Tell me why. It can be so hard to keep my head straight, so I keep my faith. My story's unparalleled, so no one else can relate. I know that there's certain tests that I cannot retake. I know there are certain memories that I cannot remake. That's my piece. Let me know if you like it. Let me know what you think. So I actually have another piece I'm going to be performing. This one is entitled, oh, thank you. Thank you, Evolving with Etta. Thank you, Keisha. So this next piece I'm performing is called Theory. When one's destiny is already determined versus having full control is refurbished, theories are intentionally misrepresented as facts when in fact facts now lack the merit to keep life intact. I used to prescribe to the theory that love exists for me, but without evidence it's evident that love is not meant to be. Spell out the letters that create a better tomorrow without sacrificing humility to bring to others sorrow. Theorize the premise behind real lies to realize truth. Realize the propaganda to jeopardize my remaining youth. Things that I used to love no longer invoke joy, some due to maturation, some due to the company of a boy. The phenomenon behind losing a dimension to gain another. I've lost a lot in order to grow peacefully. Lovers, brothers, mother. Theories are never ending, for there's always a question. Answers are discovered through facts, interpretation, or confession. What are your beliefs? Believe it to be true. Respect others' beliefs, and good will be bestowed upon you. Not many people are my friends, but my honor I will always defend. Don't let others pretend to be friend for personal gain that depends. Questionable morals become tried for theorized statements. Unanswered questions still floats in the universe, but let's face it. Without facts, we only have questions and speculation. Diminish uncertainty, research facts, and cease fabrication creation. Create your own direction, your own path, your own destination. I learned to live my best life and not be subjected to unrealistic expectation. Woo! Okay, now I know where the honorable comes from. Love it. Thank you. Yes. Thank you all so much for the love, and thank you all so much for your attention and your support. It's been a little bit of an intimate setting tonight, and it's so exciting to do this. Normally, I don't do many topics on the message because this is a show where I highlight content creators more than anything. I will bring up a topic or two, but just know that this is only the beginning, and we got a lot more messages to provide. Okay, Miss Angelina. Bella! My Bella! She says, hey, babes, repping for BAD, but wanted to. I'm coming to Bella After Dark, just so you know. I might not say anything, but I'm definitely going to be there tonight, Bella, just so you know that. I'm sorry I missed the last couple of things, but I'm going to be there tonight, just so you know, Bella. Now, after this, at 8 p.m. Central Time, you need to head on over to Bella After Dark, because that's where it's lit and that's where it's at. You better go and support our legendary brown girl, Bella. Bella is where it's at. See, I'm trying to be more like Bella. You know, that's because she's like, she's like a sister to me in my head and in my heart. Like, I just love me some Bella, but enough fangirling. Griffin's finally said, hey, bestie. Kalamar said that about 2 hours ago. Everybody's saying hello. Lord, the spelling is hard. It's all right, Bella. We all have those moments. Yes, okay. Cut up buddy. Christy and Bella cut up buddies because they're both Virgos. Now, Chrissy, now I don't know if you believe this, but sometimes it may appear as if I like to pick on you, and sometimes I do because it's fun. But I adore me some Chrissy. Chrissy reminds me of me back when I was a little bit younger. You know, because I wouldn't say I was a thug. I know I could handle, whatever, because when you come from a city like Memphis, Tennessee, and then you live in a city like the Chi, it's like, what can't you handle? What can't you handle? Can't get any rougher than that. Oh, you are too kind. We had a premiere, so we just popped back in. Oh no, I'm about to go back and watch the video, Griffins. Yeah, we're going to go back and watch that. I'm about to watch it before Bella comes on. Hey, cut up, buddy. Hey, Bella. Oh, yeah. And Etta, aren't you a Virgo too? I'm surrounded by a bunch of Virgos in here. Joe, I need your help. You're the Leo, so come on and help me. I'm surrounded by a bunch of Virgos in here. Joe, find BDBGP and bring him in here so That's right, Memphis and the Shy. You can handle anything. I know that's right. M-Town, down. Now, don't get me wrong. I love them because if I love me some Bella and I love me some Etta, then there's I have some love for my Virgos. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I have love for Virgos because my late grandmother was a Virgo and she was just the sweetest thing ever. To me, at least, as far as I know. She was sweet to everyone I tend to meet, and she was a very quiet spirit. And, so every chance I get whenever I go to Tennessee, I tend to visit and spend some time with her. Because I still haven't fully gotten over, her being gone, but she was just wonderful, just overall wonderful. Listen, when Mrs. Christie rolled up on my panel with that hot orange lippy, I knew we were kindred spirit. You mean last year when the Griffins were on your Bella After Dark? That is my favorite Bella After Dark, still to this day, Bella. I'm just letting you know that when the Griffins were up there, and I think you had one other couple, I couldn't remember who it was, spilling all the tea. That's what I needed in my life. I needed that. I want that. we need to see the Griffins back on Bella After Dark a year later, and then we're going to spill some tea. Because if you're not going to do it, Bella, I'm going to do it. And you know me, I'm going to get some tea. Yeah, that's Christy right there saying Virgo. Joe, where are you? I need some Leos in here. All right. Hey, Virgo sis. Hey, Shy. How are you? Welcome in, Shy. We're just actually about to wrap up. But welcome in. Welcome in. Brown Girl Bella, you know it. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom, you love it. We keep you from tearing up the. We don't tear up shit. We rule it. We don't tear up shit. We rule shit. We rule it all. Now you may keep the men Leos from tearing up the place, but the women Leos, we rule it. Get into it. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom, don't watch that Keeping Up with the Griffins premiere on an empty stomach. Oh my God. You know they always gonna eat. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll just have to make sure to have my ghost pepper wings when I'm watching the Griffins, if that's the case. Let's see. Hey, Angelina and chat. Hey, Wiley Hustle, how are you? I'm glad you came in here. Let's see. Dang, comments jumping. Okay, everyone saying hello. Yes, absolutely. It was us and Kayla Mar up there. Oh, yeah, so it was Kayla Mar, the Griffins. Yeah, that was the best Bella After. I'm sorry. I mean, I love the ones with TC telling the story too. I love that one, of course. Everyone loved that one, especially Wiley Hustle. But my favorite was still the ones with Kayla Mar spilling some tea, the Griffins spilling some tea, and Bella asking all of them questions. I loved it. I love when Bella has somebody up there on Bella After Dark and they spilling some tea, and it's like, ooh. You will need it. Wiley saying hello to Keisha. Hopefully we can see Etta on Bella After Dark. Hell, I'm still want Etta on my show, and I'm still waiting. Etta, what's up? You gonna leave a sister hanging? We need you up here. Let's see. You hear that? Y'all need a repeat performance. Yeah. And that's only if Christy can wear one of those amazing hats. I love Christy's hat wear. Christy be lit with the hats, honey. Just so you know. Leo, yes, Joe. Thank God you're here. We just need BDBGP and we're good. All we need is BDBGP and we can rule this. I mean, I'll probably be the only woman, but that's okay. I got you. Wiley Hustle. I let him hold the phone for a sec to represent. Sure, Chrissy. Hey, Ray of Sunshine, how are you? Griffin spilled the tea on BGB show. I thought Kayla Moore did the most. I think it was both. I think it was both equally. I might have to go back because I forgot it was Kayla Moore, but thank you for reminding me because I knew it was the Griffins for sure because that's how I found out about the Griffins in the first place and started following them. And then, but it was Kayla Moore too. So I was like, oh, okay. Let's see. Brown girl Bella. Hey, Bella. Everyone's laughing and saying hello. Let's see. See that part. What part, Bella? What part? He only had time to drop one emoji. Yeah, you snatched the phone from him. I'm still tripping over the fact that you drove away and left him in that parking lot, Chrissy. I'm just saying, that was wild. I'm like, yo, if somebody ever did that to me, that tire's going to be flat when they get up in the morning. I'm just saying. Oh, you know I'm looking for that episode. Yeah, it was a year ago. It was like early in what month was that, Bella? I think that was like January or February, one of the two of 2022. It was lit. And that was the last time I remember Bella having a panel on the show where they're couples and they're spilling tea. I was here for it because you know I'm nosy as hell. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello. They weren't ready for Bella that night. Keeping Up the Griffins was like, what we got ourselves into? The Griffins did the right thing. We got a chance to know them. We got some tea. We got a chance to know them. We got a chance to know who they are as a couple. Because most times we know them as like parents and as a family, but not necessarily as, husband and wife, people, their individual selves. So it was pretty cool seeing them in that light for even for that night, for the evening. Keeping Up with the Griffins in the pocket. Yeah, you're going to have to look, Shy. Well, stay tuned. I just booked someone who will truly be entertained. Is it TC? Bella, is it TC? Because if it's her, I will definitely be there for that. And I'm going to say hi to my girl TC because I love her so much. Right, we was not ready. Well, that's all right. But you did the right thing by spilling the tea. Because if Bella wasn't going to get you to spill the tea. Hugs, everyone listening in. Keeping Up the Griffins. I thought y'all was going to hit that exit button that night. They better not. I would have been like, what? Why'd they leave? They leaving too soon. We thugged it out. I know that's right. There's nothing wrong. There's no shame in your game. You're a couple. You're a married couple. You better show your love. You definitely did. Had to leave him. Chrissy, I'm still tripping about you left him after he opened the door for you and then you drove off without. That was like, to me, that was literally the worst thing was that. And then the second worst thing was when you both used the leaf blower on each other. One time Joe used one on Chrissy and then another time Chrissy used it on Joe. I was like, whoa, yo, chill. Wellness for Frugal Mama's a Leo too. Because not many female Leos are around. So I just tend to be by my lonesome more times than not. Me, Wiley Hustle, and Key Are Aries the greatest of all time? I don't know about the greatest. I love me some Aries. Like, we're all fire signs, so of course we're all gonna get along. You're the first because you're the first zodiac of the zodiac. You're the first one. Aries and Taurus, and then on and so forth. Aries, come through. Fire signs, come through. I'll let the Aries represent because they're fire signs just like me, and just like Joe. So let's have it. Yes, I love when y'all think Bella's all sweetness and light and the Bella coaster starts rolling and gotcha. And speaking of the man of the hour, BGP, Angelina, all rise. How you feeling? How you living? Leo gang. So now we have our Leo gang in here. We have Joe, we have me, and now we have BGP. So we're good. Okay, so now we're working with some. T is coming too, but know this one here. Clutch your. So I need to put my pearls on, Bella. I gotta put my pearls on. Are these earrings good? Can I wear these with the hearts? Can I wear these to tonight's? Don't mind my nails. Don't judge me. Can I wear these for tonight's show? Let me know how you feeling, how you living. I'm here. Sorry, it's my niece's birthday. Yeah, and tell Howard I said happy birthday, happy belated birthday, because I know his birthday was yesterday. But Etta, we still want you on the message, just so you know that. So go ahead and hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to set something up with you, because you are one of my favorite people. You really, really are. It's almost like we're related or something, and it's just a matter of me finding out. Hi, Ray. Well, you weren't lying about it being a busy family season. Yeah. Bella, you got a show tonight? When it comes to this zodiac-ish, Leos are the best. We are the sun. We are the ones. We're the beginning. We're the end of it all. Come through, BDBGP. Not tonight, babes, but coming. So, wait, is there not a show tonight, Bella? Please let me know. I need there to be a show tonight because I love watching Bella. That's the highlight. Well, after doing my show, I go over there and watch Bella. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I love you, Etta. So thank you for being here. So Evolving with Etta, it is my grandson's birthday today, too. I was on a Zoom date with him. Then I went on past my deadline, but that's okay. Tell your grandbaby I said happy birthday. Can only imagine what it's like saying happy birthday. I mean, to have a baby or a grandbaby, but this baby fever is real. Send healing vibes my way, everybody. Part 2 of Never Have I Ever's tonight. I need to catch part 1. No way, Mr. Beard. Aries is the goat. Goat, turquoise, white horns. No, he right. Leo's a sun, so whereas you've been represented by some planet that revolves around the sun. Get into it. I know all about that, BDBGP. Happy birthday to your G baby. Yes, babes, tonight at 9. So 9 p.m. Eastern is Bell After Dark, part 2 of Never Have I Ever. Please be there. Support our girl, Brown Girl Bella, because you can't go wrong when you go to a Bella production. I'm just saying. So, I'm just saying. All right. BDBGP, say hello to everybody. Wiley, you're Leo as well. Wait, Wiley Hustle, are you a Leo or are you an Aries? I'm confused. I don't know about all that, BDBGP. How long do you like to make your lives, Angelina? Probably an hour, but it's okay. We're going to wrap it up in a few minutes. I bought him some sneakers and he modeled it for me. He about to get all my money with his fine self, referring to the grandbaby. Oh my gosh, Bella, don't get me started. The baby fever is so real. Aries, that's what I thought. I thought you were Aries, Wiley. You can't take my Wiley hustle, BDBGP. My dad was an Aries 4-7. I know that's right. Shy, right? Angelina knows she loves the Aries game. Yeah, I do. The dearly departed Elise Mallory. Elise, my bestie, she was an Aries. Her birthday is 3/29. So I know when that time comes, it's going to be a pretty emotional time. I think it's going to be very emotional because I will be paying Elise a visit and just paying some respects. So yeah, I love Aries, of course. We're fire signs. We click. 3 words. The Lion King. Nothing else need to be said. Mic drop. Oh, for real? Yeah, 4-8. Happy early birthday, Wiley. Aw, Bella. Youngest brother is an Aries. Yeah. I'm a Cancer. I know that's right, Keisha. Not the Lion King. Well, yeah, the Lion King. What else you want, child? I have 3 in my house. 3 Cancers. Well, that just means you gotta open your arms up like this and embrace them, because Cancers need a hug sometimes. And I love giving hugs, or at least the people I know and actually like a lot. If I like you a lot, I'm gonna give you a hug. And I give the best hugs on this side of the Mississippi. My childhood bestie's birthday was 3/28. Oh, wow. Are you two still besties now? But all the time, Angelina's so emotional. Well, yeah, Cancers, they let it all hang out. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're in touch with their feelings. And that's a beautiful thing. I mean, it can be a little overbearing for someone who's not accustomed to it. But it just means that if they seek that support from you, then that's a good thing. That means they don't have to seek it from some stranger or some person who's going to abuse them and take advantage of their vulnerability. But it's draining. Yeah. Well, that's where, Trap can come in and help too. We are still close. Yes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Keep your besties close. That's all I can say. But I'm going to get going. We're going to get out of here. I am so grateful that all of you came in to see and talk to me and interact. My youngest brother is an Aries. Yeah, that means you and your youngest brother gets along then. Nope, he's a Cancer too. So you got to give Trap a hug. Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out. But thank you all so much for being here. For those of you who came in a little bit late, it's cool. Just watch the replay. We talked about a lot of big things. We talked about mental health. We talked about what ages is appropriate as Black parents to have conversations with our Black children when it comes to interacting with the police, especially in light of what happened in Memphis, Tennessee. I think it was last week. And the fact that cities across the country are preparing for potential unrest tomorrow when the video is released. So it's really, so we really had some serious conversations, and I also performed a couple of my pieces. So I hope that those of you who missed that portion of it, go back and watch that. And most importantly, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any notifications of any content that I put out. And most importantly, share this out and don't forget to hit the like button, please. You know, we need the support. We need the love over here. And if you haven't already, go back and watch last night's episode of Chasing Liberation. Yes, there's a new episode that came out last night. It was the winter premiere. And watch the episode. And Bella, I still want to know if these earrings are good to wear to your live. Let me know. Let me know, please. I need to go to the hairdresser. Ugh. Now I know how Bella feels, even though her hair always looking great and amazing. But thank you for being here. And it means a lot to me. And don't forget, if any of you have like commercials or ads that you would like to have aired or advertised on the message, please go ahead and hit me up on Instagram and then let me know. And then I'll be more than happy to air it. We already aired the Griffins. We aired Meet and I. So if you got a commercial, if you got some merch you're trying to promote, come on, right here. Absolutely. That was fun. Gotta go finish getting myself together. I know that's right. Bella, what time? So it's 9 p.m. Eastern time, Wiley. I want all haters to open their Zodiac Bibles to the book of Leo, chapter 1, verse 1. Our dear Lord and Savior Mufasa said, everything the light touches is our kingdom. Ooh. Nothing else need to be said about that. I will go back and watch. Oh my God, Get Out. I can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Shy. It's the Mufasa for me. You'll be all right, Bella. Just get ready for Bella After Dark. Get ready. Go to bed, BDBG. Don't you dare tell him to go to bed. He could stay here. He can stay here. But again, if you do have an ad or commercial, please hit me up on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to air it on the message. And next week, on next week's episode, we're going to have Terrell on the show, and she's going to discuss her journey as far as being a vocalist and a musician. And we're going to get into the tea next week. So go ahead and stay tuned. I wish I could, but I'm at work. Yeah, he's at work right now. Exactly. It's night time. Nope. He ain't going night. He got to go to work, Shy. We want him to make his coin. But anyway, so thank you all so much for being here. Your support means a lot. And next week, we're going to have Tarot here. So I look forward to that. I can't wait to chop it up with her. And it's going to be great. BDBGP, I hope you could try to make some of next week's episode, because I know if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have mattered. So see you all soon. The next episode of Chasing Liberation is going to be on Wednesday, February 1st, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern, only on YouTube. And then the message will be, of course, Thursday, February 2nd at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So don't forget that. And I look forward to seeing you all here. And don't forget to share this out. Share this out with your networks, please, please. You know, that's all I ask. And don't forget to hit the like button. I'll see you all later. You be good. And I shared my final thought in my poetry that I performed earlier. So if you want to know what my final thought was, do the replay and watch that. That's my final thought. All right. See you later. Be good. Love you all. Thank you. You're an amazing jury.